it up for Matt Kosanke.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I want to give a shout out to David LaBarca, who teaches these classes. He's really great. When I first met David, I was making an ass out of myself in front of very small groups of people. And look at me now. I fly out here from Portland to take classes from him. And is there anybody else here from the West Coast? No. I see one guy raising his hand. Right. Everybody keep an eye on this guy. He's the one holding up traffic. There's a recent traffic study, comparing East Coast and West Coast drivers. Specifically, it looked at how long it takes people to honk their horns when the light turns green and the person in front of them hasn't gone. On the West Coast, on average, we'll wait through an entire cycle. Turns green, yellow, red, green again before we honk. For us, it's an opportunity to admire a nearby tree. Honey, let's use this time to meditate. New Yorkers are a little different. You'll honk before the light turns green. In Oregon, every breath is fresh, direct from a nearby forest. Here, every oxygen molecule goes through an average of 32 other people before it gets to you. And I'm not just talking about your lungs. You scamper around from building to building, avoiding each other's farts. It's no wonder your attitudes are shitty. Manhattan is an 8 million person long human centipede. In Oregon, we grow beards. You guys have been growing beards for a few years now. And now it's hip. Oh, fuck you guys. We've been doing this for generations. But you guys are better at marketing. I get that. And maybe we shouldn't have called them face pubes. But let's see, some similarities. Both cities have a homeless problem. But I noticed you guys, you just walk right on by the homeless. Whereas in Portland, we bike. No, we do go by, we do greet every single person that we meet on the street. Homeless, not homeless, we don't distinguish. Actually, no, am I kidding? We can't distinguish. There's no way. Another similarity, last similarity, both cities have restaurants that are so expensive that none of us can afford to go to them after paying rent. Am I right? Which is why I find myself at McDonald's, but don't worry, I don't go there to eat. No, have you seen the time-lapse photography of a McDonald's hamburger next to food? After a few weeks, the food has grown mold. It's got flies swarming around it. Don't eat their food. It's disgusting. You know, mold grows on concrete, and flies literally eat shit, and neither one will touch McDonald's. Don't go there for the food. No. Personally, I go there for the ladies. No, where else can you go to find women that have such a low bar when it comes to what they put in their mouths? No, I'm asking, where else can you go? I'm new to New York. Let's see, no, I'm just kidding. I'm from Oregon. I don't go to McDonald's to pick up women. I only eat local, natural, organic, free-range pussy. I was on this first date the other day. Happened to be at a McDonald's. And my date tells me she wants to make love to my heart chakra. And I was touched. Didn't know what she meant until she came on my chest. I didn't even know she had a dick. Nothing gets you kicked out of a McDonald's faster. I do have a couple other first date sex pet peeves. That's number one. Number two, a woman can call out to her maker during sex, right? I don't know, that's great. But if I'm still inside of you, don't text me OMG. You millennials. Let's see, another first date sex pet peeve. I don't like it when a woman yells out my name. I feel like for a first date, it's a little intimate. Plus, she's calling out my name, and I feel this obligation to yell at her name, only I've forgotten her name. So she's yelling out, "Oh, Matt!" I'm like, "Oh, you." Thanks a lot, guys.
Matt Kosanke.